Today, I want to talk to you about what you do if you're eligible for the $272,250 ROSS Service Coordinator grant that is available. You're eligible. You are one of the eligible applicant types, but you do not have enough eligible occupied units to qualify for a ROSS grant award. So an eligible applicant type is a tribe, a public housing authority, a resident association, or a nonprofit that serves a tribe, a resident association, or a public housing authority. If you are one of those eligible applicant types, you are eligible for the grant, but you have to have at least the minimum required eligible housing platform to qualify to receive one of the grant awards. So the housing platform that HUD will accept in your application is one for tribes, the NAHASDA housing units. So for tribes, if they're funded and they have at least 50 occupied units of NAHASDA housing, then they qualify to request the minimum grant award, which is $272,250. For the other housing types, public housing authorities and resident associations, if they have at least 50 occupied units of traditional public housing, then they qualify as well. And brand new this year, yay, if they have RAD units, occupied units, then they qualify as well. Multifamily owners, if they have 50 occupied RAD units, then they qualify. Or if the Public Housing Authority has transitioned some of their traditional units over to RAD, then they qualify. So if they have public housing units, RAD units, NAHASDA units, and there is at least 50 of those units, then you qualify. So what do you do if you're one of those applicant types, but you don't have the 50 units? So what you can do is partner with another eligible applicant type. Ideally, this other eligible applicant type has less than 50 units themselves, because if they had 50 units, then they could just apply on their own. So if you have 10, 20, 30, 40, 49 eligible units, which you're still wouldn't qualify to get an award if you submitted those units in your application, you can look around, ideally in your state, but you can look even outside of your state for another eligible applicant type that has less than 50 themselves, and then you can partner with them, combine your units, which would hopefully equal more than the 50 minimum that is required, which makes you now eligible to win the grant award. So the grant pays for up to $80,000 every year for the service coordinator salary plus fringe benefits, $2,500 for the training and travel of the service coordinator, and 10% of that, which is administrative costs. So for an example, if it's up to $80,000 for the service coordinator per year, and the grant is for 3 years, so every year you could request up to $80,000 for your ROSS service coordinator salary and fringe benefit. But if you partnered with someone and there are both of you and you both want a ROSS service coordinator, you could share the same ROSS service coordinator. So the ROSS service coordinator could do 20 hours at your housing site, and then the other 20 hours at their housing site. Or you could both hire your own part-time ROSS service coordinator, and so each service coordinator could get up to $40,000 per year. So the salary is actually based off of your local Bureau of Labor Statistics BLS data that's showing in your area for, let's say, case manager or social worker position title like that. So you can partner with another eligible applicant type to combine your numbers, meet the 50 or more required for the units, and qualify to win an award for the ROSS Service Coordinator grant. The $2,500, you could also split that in half, so each of you would be able to get $1,250 per year, plus the 10% administrative costs as well. You could also split that in half. So do not despair just because you don't have the 50 required units now. Look around in your state or out of your state and identify another eligible applicant type that you can partner with, and with combined units you would be able to meet that 50 required occupied eligible units, whether it's NAHASDA units, whether it's RAD units, whether it's public housing units, or even a combination thereof, and make yourself eligible for this grant. So I just wanted to bring that to you because a lot of small eligible applicant types, they wonder, well, can I apply because I don't have the number of units? And you can apply, you just have to be a bit creative and strategic to partner with another eligible applicant type to meet the minimum requirement so that you can make yourself eligible to win the award of $272,250. So look into it.